Gentlemen, welcome back to Mr. Ian Teaches English. Today we're talking about another specific modal, and this one is really important because students use it a lot, and I think they use it too much. Before we jump in, please consider subscribing and liking the videos here on my channel that you enjoy. The ones that receive the most likes are the types of videos that I will continue to make, so I hope that you are enjoying them. But let's go ahead and jump into this lesson. All right, let's talk about the modal must. Now, in my experience, students use the modal must a lot, but they kind of use it too much, and they use it in situations where it should not be used. It is a very strong modal. So here we go. This is the same slide that you've seen before. This is the slide from the introduction video. If you have not seen the introduction video, please go back and watch that before you look at this specific video about must. So go check that out before you continue. But if you absolutely don't want to, here is a shortcut on what modals are. Now, the modal must, there's a lot of information here. Notice how small the words are. But must has three definitions. The first one, the most common one, is legal or official obligation or necessity. This is when somebody who has authority, whether it's a government or a parent or a teacher or a college or a school, someone who has authority, someone who is in control, gives an order or gives a rule. For example, you must sign your new passport. That sounds like a government talking to a citizen, somebody in authority talking to somebody who does not have authority. Second one, they must not or mustn't get their clothes dirty. This sounds like a mom talking to her kids about their clothes. But again, the mom has authority, the mom is in charge, and the kids do not. The second definition is urgency. Urgency is when something is important. So even if you don't have authority, you can show that something is important by using must. For example, you must mail that letter today. Maybe your spouse says this to you. Now, your spouse does not have authority over you, but they want to show you that it is important that you mail the letter. Another example, she mustn't be late for the meeting today. Again, you don't have authority over this person, but you want to show that it is important. And number three, this is one that students don't know. Most of my students learn this definition, and this is a new definition for them. This is with assumptions. It's when you think something is true, but you haven't confirmed it yet. The example, this must be the right house. If you're using Google Maps to go to a new place, and the house on your Google Maps looks like the house you see on the street, the number in your Google Maps looks like the number on the house, you make an assumption that this is the correct house. Maybe you're wrong, but you have a lot of information that makes you think it is a good idea. Now here, the negative is possible, but it's extremely rare, so don't worry about it. Let's do some practice here. 12 sentences. Your job is to look at the sentence, look at the context, and tell me, is it definition 1, official obligation, definition 2, urgency, or definition 3, the assumption, when somebody thinks they know something is true. They don't know it, they think they know it. So take a moment, pause the video, write down your opinion in your notebooks, and we'll come back and see if you are correct. All right, let's go. Number 1, you must sign in when you enter class. This is official obligation. A school might say this to a student. Number 2, everyone's leaving. It must be time to go. This is assumption. You don't know that it's time to go, but you see everyone else leaving. Say, well, it must be time to go. Number 3, you mustn't speak during the movie. Urgency. And I was telling my kids this the other day. It's important that you do not speak at the movies. Number 4, Simon must call me when he gets home. Again, urgency. You're showing that something is important. Number 5, voters must follow the rules for their vote to count. Official obligation. Number 6, this must be the right bus. It's the only one. Assumption. Do you know it's the right bus? No, but you can take evidence, you can think for yourself and assume it's the right bus. Number 7, you mustn't fill this out with a red pen. Official obligation sounds like a form. Number 8, you must be home before 10 o'clock, son. Official obligation. In number 7, it sounds like a government or an organization. In number 8, it sounds like a parent, but still, they have official obligations. Number 9, she's from Mexico. She must speak Spanish. This is an assumption. Maybe somebody is from Mexico and they don't speak Spanish, but you can assume because most people from Mexico do speak Spanish. Number 10, they must know how rude that was. Assumption. Number 11, the essay must be submitted by 11/19, September 19th. This would be official obligation. And the last one, you stink. You must take a shower tonight. This would be urgency, telling them it is very important that you take a shower. If you have any questions about this, if you're a little confused, if you think, Mr. Ian, you're wrong, number 7 should be number 2. That's fine. Put it down in the comments. We'll talk about it. I am a teacher and I enjoy answering questions. Now, why is this important? As always, this is extremely important, especially this word, because students use the word must a lot, and most of the time it's not necessary. The word must is very, very strong. So make sure if you use must that it is for one of these 3 definitions. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, especially in learning how to use it a little bit less, maybe only for times that are really important, but also definition number 3, because we do use it and it's a great way to talk about something that you think is true. So if you have any questions about this lesson, go ahead and put it in the comments. If you liked it, please consider subscribing and letting me know what types of videos you would like me to make, because I'm here for you. The reason I'm making these videos is to help you improve your English. So if there's a certain type of English or certain part of English you want to improve, please let me know. As always, have a lovely day. We'll see you next time.